Hi, Dagobert from Douglas Tackle here. Stuart Cross. How you going, Stuart?
Yeah, good Dougie, how are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. And you?
Fantastic, mate.
Great, that's what we want to hear, Stuart. Except for the weather this weekend is a little bit bad. We're going to do the offshore fish reports first. No, it's terrible.
It's not
mate.
fantastic.
It's not fantastic, no. So, guys, we've got a bit of a rising swell, Stuart, coming.
Yeah, it's just getting a little bit large. Yeah, we've got a bit of a spinny thing out the front.
That's it. Yeah, we've got a cyclone off the coast here. It's sort of off about maybe Bundy or a bit north of Bundy at the moment, but shooting down quickly.
It's very quick, this one, though.
Yeah,
it's moving very quick.
Yep, it will pass us. I think it's travelling at 36 kilometres per hour, which is around about, to do the maths quickly, it's around about 450 k's a day, I think, something like that. So it's pretty fast.
Not enough hours in the day, mate.
No, that's right. No, that's right. And actually, I'll just reiterate that that's actually in 12-hour period. So in a day, it's actually about 720 k's.
Yeah, it's quick.
Roughly, or that's 800 k's.
Yeah.
Anyhow, it's going fast, as Stuart said.
Yeah.
And it is creating a bit of havoc along the coastline with swell. That will probably make our Seaway a bit ugly, particularly with the low tide in the morning at the moment.
Yeah, that lasts the run out because the tides are always a little bit later than they say, Doggy, in the book. It's added an hour and a half.
That's right. Yeah. And unfortunately, there are fish out there. Like obviously, we've got the closed mackerel, Spanish mackerel season at the moment. Although I did say see BKs and a few of the charter boats are smacking the Spanish mackerel at the moment. We're not allowed to, but they are. That will change, unfortunately, over the due course for them.
Yeah, that's right.
But we've only got another 10 days to wait, and then we're back out there again, Stuart. So
Correct.
22nd, it'll open back up again.
Yep. And by then, hopefully, the swell's gone, the wind's gone, and we can get out there and smack a couple.
That's it. That is exactly right, mate. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
So at the moment, we're going to chase spotty mackerel when the weather comes good, guys, at the end of the week, right, Stuart? Or mid to late next week.
Yeah.
Next weekend looks not too bad, actually, at this stage. So hopefully it'll be right.
Yep.
But spotty mackerel, Palm Beach, Mermaid Reef, 12 fathoms off the Seaway, 18 fathoms off the Seaway.
Yep.
You won't get spotties out past about 40 metres deep, very rare. So keeping close. There's been a few yellowfin tunas to do.
Yeah, it has, mate. There's still been a few yellowfin around. Bottom fishing's been really good as well, Dougie.
Snapper everywhere.
Yeah.
Yep, snapper everywhere. They've been really good. The king's been good out the reef, jigging out wider.
Yep.
And still a lot of little blacks around just everywhere as well. And I see I saw a couple of customers this morning been doing really well on the dolphin fish again. They come back on the bite.
Yeah, they have, yeah.
They didn't for me 2 weeks ago, but anyway, that's another story. Dollars out there as well. Spanner crabs is not too bad inside of 50 metres, so around 46, 47 metres.
Yeah, they're all a little bit shallower now, yeah.
Yep, and the good crabs.
Yep.
So that's all happening. Blues out wide. Wahoo's starting to come in as well. So it's all happening, it's just the weather's not happening. So we're going to be very quick on the offshore and skip now to inshore.
Yeah, definitely.
So Stuart, do we start up jumping pin?
We can start the jump in if you want.
Okay, that sounds good.
It's going to be a bit rough. That's the first start.
Yeah, around the bar it will be. Yeah,
it definitely will be rough around that bar. Yeah. There's a lot of bait coming through there at the moment on that run-in tide, which starts rather early. What time's low tide?
Low tide tomorrow would be around about 7 a.m.
Yeah. So at about like 8:30, 9 o'clock, there should be that cleaner water starting to push through, and then and then there's heaps of those little frogmouth and small pillies and stuff like that coming through. So
with it's
Taylor, there's been some good flatties caught up there in the last week as well, just along out the front of Duck Creek there. A few jewies as well, Dougie.
Yeah, some good jewies, but sharks a bit of a problem.
Yeah,
a lot of sharks. If you have fun going to catch some sharks, please do.
Yeah.
But they're there,
they
unfortunately.
Yeah.
There's been some really good whiting along Clinger bank edges as well.
Yes.
Sort of mate of mine who's been getting some really big ones.
Yeah.
Up to 40 centimetres, and they're fishing sort of anywhere from where the yellow sign used to be, which is just west of Duck Creek, to near the little creek to Nowhere Creek.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
About halfway along.
Yeah, halfway along. Clinger bank.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, they're getting a few around the bedrooms as well.
Yep.
Around the banks there. As you said, plenty of flatties. Definitely lots of mud crabs, particularly around sort of Calypso Bay.
Yeah, like a cabbage tree, Jake as well. Backblocks type area.
Yeah. And the big morning tides at the moment. They're actually the lunchtime tides at the moment, but they're big tides. So the full moon's just gone. So it might be worth at midday putting up the creeks and drop your pots in the holes and come back up the next day and check them. Yeah. At low tide in the morning or the afternoon, there won't be no one able to get out there and check your pots for you.
That's right.
So bit of safety there.
Yeah.
So crabs have been good, and I hear a few threadies around sort of mouth of Logan, The big bay on the end of Russell there's not too bad as well. So you've got ones there as well.
Yeah, which just near the power lines there.
Yeah, that's
which
correct.
is Browns Bay.
Browns Bay, that's right. And also a few around the odd ones between Cabbage Street Point and the Rocky Point Hatchery.
Yeah.
On that big bay there as well. So casting lures has been really good for them, as is live bait fishing or strips of gar or whatever you want to use. On the rising tide of the flats.
Yeah.
That's the go. But they're a little bit of a phantom type fish. Elusive is the word for it. Yes. But when you catch them, they're big and they're great fun.
Yeah, they're good size.
Yeah. So even more elusive that down the Gold Coast down town now. Barra has that big barra.
I know.
That was incredible.
Yeah. There's been a few getting around. Like we get a few customers every now and then say that they've caught one or their mates have caught one. But the one that got caught during the week by the what was his name? Young fella. Anyway, you'll see it on Facebook. Dougie shared it earlier during the week.
Sorry,
but,
sorry, buddy.
Yeah, sorry, mate. But it was a good fish.
It's one of Jack's mates. I know that. Yep. So it was a good fish. It's $1.22. It looked in not too bad a condition. I would think around 20 something kilos.
Yeah.
But it is a big fish and a great fish for the Gold Coast, of course.
Yeah, definitely.
And I would have to say, from our customers, probably about close to number 20 that's been caught this season.
Yeah. There's been a few,
And there's only been a few under a metre. There's actually been a couple of little ones too, around 60 centimetres.
Yeah.
But quite a few in the 80s and 90s, but most are a metre plus.
Yep.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
I heard reports today, as a comment on our Facebook today, of a gentleman who was involved in a hatchery in the Coombe, I think it was, that they lost about 1,500 barra plus, 1,500 plus barra fingerlings back in the day, and he believes however many years on it is, maybe 20 years, I don't know, since that time, that they've grown up.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're having babies.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Hopefully. And Dougie, like most guys that do catch them, they are jack fishing, but if you want to target them a bit more, so you upsize your lures a little bit.
Yeah, correct, Stuart. That's right. So we're using like shallow divers, like this type of thing here. If you're fishing areas that are not really deep. And also.
Yeah, they've just come in, Dougie. So these are the new X-Wraps.
New hot off the press.
Deep 11. Yep. So they're 11 centimetres.
Yeah, they are. They're really popular in dams up north on the Barra, like up around Peter Faust and Wonga, Montran. They've been testing these now for about 3 or 4 months. They're just incredible lures. So casting in amongst the timbers as well as trolling and everything else. They're going to be a cracker lure, those ones. So just got those in a heap of range of colours as well. Yeah, but they'll work on the Barra as well. And they've got really strong hooks and hardware. These fellas aren't too bad too.
Yeah, they're quite good as well. Probably more of your jack size, but I mean a barrel would eat it definitely. But so it's just casting around those pontoons and deeper rock bars and stuff like that. Working with deeper little. I
was going to say like a little bit of insight on the Barra here, guys. They are everywhere, which means not many, but everywhere.
They're
spread out. So you'll get them from in the Logan River around sort of Broadbeach area, sometimes in the canals even. You'll get them in the Coombe River, sort of around the marina, close to Gold Coast City Marina, and up further up the paddock. And you'll get them. I've heard the odd ones in the Pimpamar. And in the Logan. So
I've heard of them in like Runaway Bay canals, jack fishing.
Is it right?
Yeah. So
right. There you go.
That last lot of rain, quite a while ago now, but there was one found dead in there, and then a few mates of mine have hooked them or seen them and stuff like that when they're jack fishing. So they are everywhere. Yep. They're everywhere. It's time on the water, cover the ground.
That's it, and it's generally a bycatch when you're fishing for jacks, which is a great bycatch, by the way.
100%.
Role becomes reversed on that
one.
But yeah, so anyhow, if you wanted to give it a go. Tide wise, Stewie, I dare say last the run out, some of the jacks.
Yeah, last the run out, first the run in.
First the run in,
yeah.
That's right.
When all that bait's moving.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Okay, flatties, there's been a lot of flatties caught.
Been a lot of flatties. It's like I don't know, it's like they've just popped up out of nowhere like the snapper offshore. But
I know.
It's been really good the last week, 2 weeks.
So Herb has been helping us out at the shoppy. Herbie off the radio. He's been doing really well. He said he got 24 from Morning's fish the other day.
And that was down this end. Yeah. Just trolling little lures and throwing a few soft plastics and that type of stuff.
70 centimetres.
Yeah.
Not bad size.
Yeah.
So plenty of flatties. Whiting.
Yeah. been whiting, good whiting, like back of wave break still. It's actually a really good tide for it. That first push of the run in,
that is very good.
as that tide floods over the bank, they feed really hard.
Yeah.
And around that, out the front of Aqua Building, back of wave break, Carters.
It's actually a really good tide for fishing off the shoreline too. From Bigger Creek to Charis on that frontage there.
Yep.
First the run in there, same deal.
Yep.
Yeah, fish real lightweighted or no weight.
Yeah.
Yavies, worms.
Yep.
Yep, we got a few whiting as well. There's plenty out in the Coomera at the moment. Both north and south arm's been really good.
Yep.
So good whiting, and there's always a bream around everywhere.
Yeah.
The surf, I would definitely would have said dart and whiting. I went down there and got some beach worms during the week and it looked really good, but unfortunately it's a bit different now. So might not be the right thing to do at the moment.
Nah, not really.
Fishing.
Nah, if you do have a boat, but like the Seaway does fish really good when these big swells are on. It is a bit dangerous. You definitely need someone on the wheel. But throwing poppers and stick baits and bigger size plastics dug into that wash works quite well. Like I'd just run that on about a 1/8 type jig head, so something fairly light, and just get it in there, and you'll catch a lot of really good sized tailor this time of year, and trevally and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
they're good. Yeah, the bite signs, we've obviously been using these, as you know, for a few months now. They're one of my go-tos, definitely.
Yeah.
That little fella there's a cracker on the floaters.
Yeah, that little fella there, they're pre-rigged, but just nice and easy.
Yep.
But they work on just about everything.
We've got a deal on those at the moment too. You see it on our Facebook page. Just jump in and have a look, and you see the pricing we got there.
Yep.
Over the weekend.
Yep.
Stewie, so sand crabs have been a little bit not really good, but there's been a few around.
There's been a couple,
But there's been heaps of muddies around too.
Yeah, even down like Coomera, Pimpamar, it's been really good down this end.
Every time I've gone mud crabbing, it's just about bag out stuff. It's so many. Yeah, crazy.
Yep.
So give the muddies a go. Got crab pots on special too.
Yep.
Give that a go. Because there's not much else offshore you can do at the moment. So
that's right. It's a bit lean on the fishing report today. It's more focused inside, but it's just weather dependent.
Yeah. And Stewie, up the dam, mate, have you heard much at the dam?
Yeah, it's been fishing not too bad, Dougie. We fished like the upper reaches of the Nerang during the week, just bass fishing above the weir.
Did you get a few?
We got a few, mate. Yeah, it was good. Just on little surface lures.
Yep.
But I dare say, I'm thinking always outside the square, Dougie, mate. But I reckon these little bite science ones, and just with a little jig spin, so it turns into like a little spinnerbait. I reckon they're going to absolutely smack it.
Just slow wind.
Yeah, nice and easy.
Because the hook's riding up, you pump it over the timber and over the rocks and whatever.
Yeah, it's a bit more snag proof. And Dougie, these little drown cicadas from Daiwa.
Yeah, there's heaps of bugs around at the moment.
Yeah, there's been like a hatch on since that rain early in the week, but they're going to smack it, and just rig them with a little weedless, flick them under those trees and overhanging timber, and they'll be all over it.
Just sort of walk them on the surface, that'll be really good.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Stu.
But yeah.
Okay, mate.
But apart from that, Dougie, it's a good weekend for a bit of maintenance.
It is. Just quickly tell you guys, if you want to think, like if your line's getting down, it looks a bit like one of my reels here, which isn't that good at when you're fishing 100 and 150 metres deep. When it's down too much, we can bring your reels in, we'll re-spool them. Doesn't matter if it's a little egg beater, flathead rod, whatever. Or maybe you've got a game reel that needs redoing, or top shotting. Or a wind-ons put on, whatever.
Or an electric, Dougie. We do heaps of these.
We do everything.
we do it all. We've got the bulk braid in stock, but
so guys, the deal is just bring your reels in. We'll take the old stuff off. We'll put new stuff on, whatever you choose. It's all 30% off of the pricing that you see, and we don't charge us
on
to
all
put
the
it
line.
on. And we'll rig it all up, ready to go again. Just pop in if you're bored. Go through your gear, check it out. It's a weekend. You can't do much offshore. And inshore guys too. Same deal. Welcome to come in.
Definitely.
Yeah, give it a crack.
Okay,
Stu, until next week.
That's about it, Dougie.
Be safe out there if you get offshore.
Definitely.
Please
just
be careful.
Watch out.
Be careful.
Don't go if you think it's going to turn ugly, which it will.
That's it, So we'll see you over the weekend down at Dope Sacker World, just behind Harbour Town, off Brisbane Road in Centreview Drive. See you then. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.